name is Ilona Schwartz, and I come from Poland. I moved to New York around 4 years ago, and I'm a photographer. This project became this journey for me to really examine American culture on the level of just girls and the dolls and how they think about themselves as girls, how they construct their femininity and what is it ruled by. But then there was also this aspect that I got to see all of their houses, and I was really interested in that. I was interested how Americans live, where do they live.
Just describe how you started finding your subjects and what first interested you in these girls.
Yeah. Well, so I, walking around on the streets, trying to be pretty much a street photographer at that time, I couldn't really find my voice, and I was trying to focus on something. So this was something that I would see, and on and off, some of those girls would appear, in my frames, and I kept thinking, well, this is odd to be, dressed the same, and I started to notice that, they had the same hair, they had the same eye color, and all this, and they have different skin colors, and they all match. So I was thinking, I haven't seen anything like this in the world. This stood out to me as a cultural phenomenon.
I think there is a certain element of humor in American Girls. They expose things that are serious about American culture, but in a way that's kind of light.
Sometimes it's just part of my response, that I think it's just kind of funny and grotesque.
Do you think that these pictures are representative of some kind of accuracy, or do you think it's a real document?
It's a real document of this very specific culture.
Mm-hmm.
I think what I was also really drawn to is that in America it seems like there always tends to be an iconic product that kind of creates the culture. So I was thinking of this idea of femininity in a consumer society, and how is this influenced by consumption, and that's why I was really drawn to those dolls. I was thinking they were a different idea than, for example, Barbies, where when I was growing up, they were kind of they were all adult women, and they were kind of this model from the 50s. And this is definitely a new kind of idea about toys and about girls. Now everyone could have a doll that looks like them, which is a very democratic thing, and also everyone feels very entitled. These are very luxurious dolls. They're very expensive, and you have kind of unlimited amounts of miniature accessories for them. So I think it just it just kind of imposes this consumption on kids who are kind of unsuspecting, to this scenario.
We're really good at that. What draws you to women as a subject?
Yeah, well, I think I just naturally relate to them, experiencing my life as a woman and thinking, how other women are dealing with their gender, how they are living their lives, how they are kind of absorbing or resisting influences from contemporary culture.
What effect do you think it has on a young girl's conception of her femininity?
Most choices that girls get are in the hairstyle and hair color, and then fashion. So my criticism, towards this is that the construction of female identity is through hairstyle and fashion. I think, when you kind of strip all of this down and you look really for the meaning, this is what's communicated to girls.
How many girls have you photographed in total, do you think?
So far, I photographed around 100 girls.
100?
Throughout the country.
Now that you've come out with 100 portraits of girls, and American girls and their American Girl dolls, what do you hope cumulatively you've created? Having
photographed so many girls, I created this archive, and it's definitely a marker of time, because it's a record of something that's very popular at this moment, and something that's shaping a generation of women who are growing up. But I think it's also a record of how America lives, and this kind of interior of